everyone, it's Joy. Welcome back to my channel.
Wait a minute, did you just say no, that can't be. What? AG Doll Fan Forever just hit 200 subscribers? What in the world? This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you so much. This is way more than I ever hoped for. Thank you so much.
Today I am doing the long overdue and highly requested All My Dolls video. The last time I did this video on my channel, my collection was a lot smaller, so I hope you enjoy seeing this updated video. So, without further ado, let's get started with my first doll. My first doll is Emily Lillian Bennett. She was the first doll that I ever got, and I was really little when I first got her. She is kind of like the Molly of the household, if you know what I mean. She is more introverted and enjoys reading books. That is definitely her favorite pastime. But she also enjoys hanging out with her siblings and is pretty easygoing, so pretty much just goes along with whatever her sisters want to do, even though it might not always be her favorite activity, or it might be really chaotic compared to what she would usually prefer to be doing. My second doll is Elizabeth Mabel Coleman, also known as Lizzie. Lizzie is the girly girl of the group and loves singing and journaling. She is not the best at singing, but she still loves to try. She has been also keeping a journal since before she came here, so her sisters have always been trying to find out what she's written in it, but she usually keeps it pretty well hidden. She's kind of like the Sophie Claire of the family, but tries her best to not be super sassy. Even though it's kind of her natural tendency, her sisters remind her to not have that trait of Sophie Claire, even though she really loves Sophie Claire and is a huge fan. Next is Miss Leah June Clark. I got her on the first day she came out and I was so excited. I really wanted to get her because that was the year I was turning 10 and I thought it would be super special if I got her, and I just loved the way she looked. She was so beautiful, and I was trying to decide on either getting her or the girl of the year before, which I think was Grace. And when I found out that Leah was going to be the girl of the year, I was so torn because I love baking and I love being adventurous and animals, and it was just so hard for me to decide, but I ended up choosing Leah, and she's so beautiful and photogenic. And she loves adventures and loves animals like in her book, but she can also be very cautious with facing potentially dangerous tasks. And like I said before, she loves animals and is totally driven by her passion. She spends many hours volunteering at the local animal shelter, and sometimes she's even able to foster one of the animals. My fourth doll is Hazel Naomi Collins. Hazel is very shy, but she loves adventure, especially when she can go on horseback. She loves horses and loves riding her horse, Penny, and spends a lot of time at the ranch where she boards Penny. Sometimes she just bikes to the ranch to hang out and do homework and get out of the house when it gets busy there. She's also really good friends with a group of girls that she goes riding with a lot. Next up is Kanani Lani Akina. Kanani is 100% a beach girl. She loves everything about it. The waves, sand, and especially the marine animals. She loves going scuba diving and whale watching. She's best friends with Kit and does almost everything with her. Kanani is pretty easygoing most of the time, but isn't afraid to stand up for herself and her sisters. She would love to go to Hawaii someday and always dreams of going there and seeing all the different wildlife and the flowers and just being able to surf the waves and just having fun on the beach. Next up is Kit Margret Kittredge. A fun fact about Kit is that when she first arrived, all of her limbs were really loose, and I waited almost a year before I finally tightened her limbs. I meant to do it earlier, but I kind of just put it off. For her personality, she's Kanani's best friend and does a lot of the same things, and she has a lot of the same personality traits. She's pretty easygoing and also loves the beach and goes pretty much anywhere Kanani goes. But she also enjoys doing sports and loves jogging and enjoys trying to skateboard with Alexis. My 7th doll is Alexis Brynnley Nelson. I got her at the AG store on January 1st of 2020. I was actually planning on getting Truly Me 58, but I changed my mind last minute and got Alexis. I also had the name picked out for Truly Me 58, but I think that Alexis fits this doll so much better. She really loves skateboarding and being outside, and she also really loves playing basketball with the neighbors. She used to be the only doll with curly hair until I got Micah. My most recent and last doll that lives in the dollhouse is Micah Brielle Thomas. As you might have guessed already, I named her after Micah from Mixie Pixie 7. She is the only doll that I have that I bought from the AG website. All the other dolls I have were either bought secondhand or directly from the AG store, not the website. She really loves studying all different types of animals, and she's hoping to get a cabinet in her room where she can keep all of her cool animal finds. She also really loves science and learning new languages, especially Spanish and Latin. Now that I have shown you all of my main dolls that live in the dollhouse, I'm going to introduce you to the other dolls that live outside of the dollhouse and still in my actual house. I am not going to go into too much detail though because I mostly just use them for side characters and stop motions and haven't really developed their personalities as much. So without further ado, let's move into the outside of the dollhouse dolls. First up, we have Adaline Layanna Walker, but I just call her Addie, and so do the other dolls. She's actually my grandma's doll, but she stays here a lot. She's also an original Pleasant Company doll, so she's really special and pretty rare. The next doll is Nicki Harper Flemming. She used to live in the dollhouse, but recently moved out to make room for Micah. Sorry, Nicki. Also, I'm really not too attached to her, even though she was the first doll that I ever bought with my own money off of eBay. And also, one of the first videos that I posted, and the first opening video that I posted. And one of the first stop motions. I recently tried to fix her hair by giving her a trim because her hair was really dry, but I ended up cutting too much and now it looks kind of bad when it's not curled like this and it's really short. But I think I did okay, so I'm probably still gonna use her in a few videos, just probably not as often because I don't know, I'm just not too attached to her. But if any of you are wondering, no, I am not planning on selling her. Next is Gracelyn Lauren Mitchell. But like Addie, she is also called by her nickname, Grace. I received this doll from one of my friends for my birthday last year. I had borrowed her from my friend before, and she decided to give her to me shortly afterwards. So I gave her the middle name of Lauren after the friend who gave her to me. Thanks, Lauren! Also, fun fact about Grace, my friend Lauren named her and I decided to keep the name. I also tried to give her freckles with watercolor and then wiped them off shortly afterwards and regret doing that because they looked so cute on her, so I'm probably going to be trying those again soon. The last doll is Samantha Mary Parks. Samantha is actually my sister's doll, but she doesn't really care for her too much, so I use her in my videos sometimes, and she stays in my room. A fun fact about Samantha is that I recently figured out that she's really good at nodding in stop motions, because she's a Pleasant Company doll, and because of that her head is kind of loose, but really good for stop motions. I figured that out while using her in my 5 minutes stop motion. Anyway, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all my dolls, and hopefully you enjoyed getting to know them a bit better. See you next time. Bye for now!